It's been exactly 3 weeks since I've had my surgery, and it's been about a month since the injury. So, in regards to my recovery, my bicep is recovering really, really well. I have been working. I saw my surgeon last week, just before that last entry, and he gave me a couple of exercises to do just to break down that scar tissue and stuff like that. He said I can start physiotherapy as well. Unfortunately, my physio that I like to go to is booked out for this week, so I'm seeing him first thing on Monday to start that recovery journey with him. But my surgeon gave me more than enough exercises to work on. About there's three or four. Okay, to give you guys an idea of where I'm at. This is my injured arm, my right arm. It appears on the screen as your left. Okay, I have my in regards to supination. Okay, uh, turns over completely. Okay, okay, really good range of movement. I can make my arm completely straight. Okay, I can bring it completely up. I have a lifting limit of 1 kilo. Previous to that, it was 500 grams, but my surgeon said I'm definitely ready for the next step. Had an x-ray, looked at that, and did a couple of tests on me. In regards to where I was at last week in my recovery, last week, I think my range of movement on my injured arm was about there. All week I've been working on just twisting that wrist, holding it 5 minutes at a time, do that 5 times a day. Okay, and now I can completely turn my hand over. Okay, I wake up a bit stiff in the morning, but it doesn't take long at all before I feel really good. Working 1 kilo, bicep curls, straight arm with hammer grip, and then I move it over as well to that grip right there. Okay, so I'm doing that with 1 kilo. The thing that is on my mind at the moment is not overdoing it, and not forgetting about that injured arm. Okay, so the other day I went a little bit hard on the rehab on those exercises, and I was a little bit sore the next day. I definitely felt it that night, and so the next day I just rested a little bit, back to normal now. So it's all about listening to your body in this recovery, and I knew that I overdid it that day. Obviously, I'm following the rehab to a T. I really want to be back exercising, doing what I love in that 3 to 4 month recovery time. So I'm really making sure I stick to that. And it's really important not to overdo it, as I said, and listen to your body. My target of week 3 was to be able to walk around like a normal person, and you can't see that I've got an injury. So in regards to everyday stuff, I'll brush my teeth with my right hand. I can actually shave using a razor, shave my cheeks and neck using a razor, shave my head as well. So those things I couldn't do a week ago. So in regards to how much you recover week to week, if you're doing the right thing, listening to the surgeon, and doing everything right, it's amazing week to week what you could do. So, for example, I can drink out of this hand. I can feed myself with a spoon. I don't use the same grip. I look a little bit like I've just learnt to eat for the first time, but I can eat with my right hand. I'm looking forward to next week going out to a restaurant. I can use chopsticks with this hand as well. I was a bit off the other day when I used it. I'm going to try again, and hopefully next week when I go somewhere really nice to a nice Japanese restaurant, I don't look too much like an imposter. So yeah, so that's my road to recovery at the moment. In regards to the other week, I did mention biceps recovering well, but I was experiencing a little bit of nerve pain. Okay, apparently that affects around about 30% of people that have gone through this surgery, had this injury. Unfortunately, I fell into that bracket. Some people might as well. That pain was about a 9 out of 10 when it was at its worst. And as I said, I felt like it was on fire. I felt like it was broken and on fire. I'm on Lyrica at the moment, and I take that in the morning and the evening, and that's keeping it under control. Like most of the time, it's 2 or 3. I don't like people touching it. Obviously, if even my 5-year-old daughter, if she was to touch it, I don't like it. It feels like it's needles touching it. But at its worst now, if I was to describe it, if I missed my meds the other day, and the pain came on while I was out somewhere, and it felt like my hand was full of broken glass, and just every time I move it, it's that agony of just that glass cracking and cutting your skin, and it just felt like it was really rough in there. Okay, so every movement I could it was a horrible feeling. It went up to about a 6 or a 7. But again, I don't like people touching my hand. But in regards to bicep recovery, it's going really, really well. Couldn't be better. I'm really, really happy with the surgery. As I said, Dr. Martin Laird, he went straight through my tattoo, even went to the trouble of lining up the picture after. He's done an amazing job. So I think that's an art in itself to be able to do that, and even to take the time to actually care about making sure that it looks good. It's something that, he thought was important to me. So I really value that he's done that. The scar, you can hardly see it. It's not a scar that's going to impress anyone or anything like that. So yeah, really, really good road to recovery. As I said, week 4 recovery, I'd like to be able to feed myself with chopsticks. I'd like to be able to use a spoon properly. But in regards to range of movement, some of the exercises he gave me, I've already told you, just bicep curls, varying the grip, holding my wrist over. One of the things when he tested my mobility was to touch my shoulders with my hands. And that's something I've just been able to do all week. I've been breaking down that scar tissue, just holding my hand down to my shoulder, just applying that bit of pressure, holding it for about 30 seconds, giving it a break and doing it again. Okay, so this grip here and here on the sides. And now if I was to be tested, it's almost normal. But that's to be honest, that when I'm doing the exercise, it can be quite painful, but you're breaking down that scar tissue. So I'm really, really happy with my journey so far. As I said, everyone's journey is different, and that's why I've been making these videos. Your surgeon, once he gets in there and has a look at your bicep, he's going to know exactly what your road to recovery will look like. If it looks like shit and you've really messed it up, your recovery is going to be different. And it's not, no two people are the same. So listen to your surgeon, following the recovery and the rehab to a T. And the biggest thing for me now is just not overdoing it. Okay, it's not the pain or anything holding me back or mobility holding me back. It's me not overdoing it. So it's all up to me now. So yeah, doing really well. Thank you guys, and look forward to week 4.